She says, I've been busy. Y'all still falling for this? That girl's not busy. She have her phone in her hand 24/7. She didn't want to talk to you. I shouldn't even have to explain this one. You going days and weeks without seeing her or talking to her? She's swerving you. On my granny, do not bend that corner. She's trying to get away from you, ducking you.
Bless that bitch. And what a gregarious and adroit bitch that is there with good pulchritude. Behold, and what's the moral of the story? If you're chasing a bitch around via texting a bitch and calling a bitch, and when you finally get in contact with a bitch, you hear the words, I've been busy, then that means a bitch ain't with you and she don't like you, and you need to cease and desist those actions as soon as possible. You gotta say to yourself, oh well, and accept the L and continue forth and add bad bitches to the team that look as good as her or better, and there might be a chance she's checking for you in the future.
Shout out to the sister. Shout out to Boss Mack. In fact, congratulations to Boss Mack for reaching just recently over 100,000 subscribers. Salute to him. Links to his channel down below, pinned to the top comment. But yeah, man, they're both exactly right. They're both telling you exactly how this plays out. Because guys, one of the many ways women gain leverage over men is the friend zone. A brutal prison without bars where men are trapped in, but at the exact same time have the key to escape in their back pocket the entire time. What happens, guys, is that women who look at you as less than, they see you as beta, they will put you in the friend zone because they don't think you're good enough. They somehow, some way elevate themselves above you. And what happens is you find yourself pining for a woman who has no desire to elevate you to the place you wish you were the entire time. And this only happens because you have a scarcity mindset. Your lack of abundance is what leads you to this purgatory that most men stay trapped in for years, decades even. That she's the best you could do if you could ever get her in the first place. This is a bad situation for a man to find himself in, because if this happens to you, you end up spinning your wheels and wasting time and money, while other guys who are less than you get to clap them cheeks, like this guy. Roll the clip.
So my guy best friend of 5 years basically confessed his love for me today. I don't know how to feel. I feel really awkward. I have known this guy. We met in math class in college, and we were best friends, and then he got engaged, and then we kind of went our separate ways, and then his fiance cheated on him, and so then we rekindled and stuff, and we've just been hanging out and goofing around and going ice skating and fishing, just doing fun stuff. And we both know, at least I knew that it wasn't anything romantic between us. We were just homies. We would talk about our exes, we were just best friends. So he texted me today and he's like, hey, do you want to get dinner? And I was like, sure. I didn't think twice about it. I was like, sure, yeah. And he takes me to a nice restaurant. And then we start talking for a little bit, and he's like, hey, I want to find a girl just like you. And he's like, you are everything I want in my future wife. And I was like, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me right now. I wasn't even prepared for this nice dinner. I'm wearing a hoodie. And I was like, okay. And I looked him in the eye awkwardly, and I was just like, you're going to find that girl. You're going to find the girl of your dreams. I'm excited to see who you end up with. I didn't know what to say.
So this woman, who in my opinion is objectively attractive, meets this guy in college for 5 years. Half a decade, guys. She's known this guy is attracted to her. She's had him in her orbit as a 55th place backup option. There's a 0% chance that she went celibate in that 5-year span. Somebody in the Chad or Tyrone adjacent realm has been beating them cheeks down. A woman who looks like this. She looks pretty well kept. Maybe she has a nice career. Maybe she's got money from a wealthy family. But this chick right here looks like she's put together. Fit even. Somebody has been desecrating her walls ruthlessly. Meanwhile, this guy, the nice guy, had an ex-fiance, which I'm sure she was glad about because that took him off her hands as far as the romantic possibility. But she cheated on him. So now he's heartbroken. He comes back to town, catches back up with her, takes her to a nice restaurant. He's not spending that kind of money because he wants to be her friend. She understands this. So do we. They get to the restaurant. He tells her that he wants, basically, he's dancing around it, but he wants her to be his future wife. What is her response? Don't do this to me. Translation, you are stepping out of the assignment that I've given you. I don't find you man enough to give you access to the juice box. I don't find you man enough to give you a bite out of the pink taco. You aren't man enough. You have been assigned to the friend zone. Please do not remind yourself that the key to your escape is in your own back pocket. Please keep me up on this undeserved pedestal you placed me on half a decade ago. I don't wish to fall down, because if I fall off this pedestal, you will remove from me your oh so valuable non-sexual attention. It's a form of currency for me. Spendable cash in girl world. Guys like you validate me. Guys like you remind me that if I could just reach out at any time, I could have you, but I don't want you. This is the scam, guys, because I can have you. This is what happens when you reveal your interest to these types of women. This is what happens when you give them that much certainty that you remove all romantic tension. She could have this guy at any time of day or night. She could call this dude at 4 a.m. in the pouring rain, and he will walk over there with no jacket, no hat, no umbrella, if he was guaranteed to get him some when he got there. Oh yeah, this dude will walk through 8 feet of snow, swim through it if he had to. Snow taller than Shaq wouldn't stop him from coming to her apartment. If he got the phone call that when you get here, I'm gonna suck you and fuck you, he'd find a way. And she knows this. And for that reason, he will forever be 87th place out of all the guys she can pick from and choose from. What a sad shame. Feel bad for the guy. But again, the friend zone is a prison of her creation that you can free yourself from at any time.
Call up a guy and say you want to come tonight.
Oh, I got a good one. Can we hang out whenever you get back?
Now you want to hang out?
No, I do, yeah. I'm gonna go with someone else. That's the guy that has had a crush on me since 7th grade.
That's a W Brown. Go.
Now this gives me hope. I see this guy get this phone call, and first of all, she wasn't even serious. This guy has been after her for 7 years, guys. Simple math says 7 plus 7 is 14. So this chick is a college sophomore. And this dude has been on the sidelines, waiting for his opportunity. Meanwhile, she's probably been sucking off the whole basketball team this entire time. Pookie and Ray have been blowing her back out ruthlessly this entire time. Talking about something, I want to come by and hook up. Like, no, bro, I've watched how you move. I've seen how you come crying back to me about this one and that one and this one and that one that you gave one night stands to. This one and that one and this one and that one that you sucked off behind the bleachers back in school when the teachers weren't watching. Now you want to call me after all this time? After I've been waiting my turn, hoping that you would see the good man in me that you should have been with in the first place? No, you're not playing this game with me. I'm not here for your entertainment. Because guys, the sad part about most of these Western women is they don't want to be loved. They want to be desired. Because desire, or to say it a different way, to be desired is to be validated. Means I can still get what I want by virtue of my looks alone, not by virtue of my character, not by virtue of my earned intelligence and scholastic achievements. No, I'm pretty, and therefore I get to get stuff, and guys will do anything for me to get access. This is a thing this guy finally figured out, and good, shout out to him. Good on him for figuring out that this is a game. She sees him as a game, but he was like, nah, bro, you want to hook up with somebody else? You go do that. I'm going to go live my life. I'm going to find somebody worthy of me. I'm going to find somebody worthy of my time, my energy, my attention. I'm going to find somebody that's not you. Matter of fact, do us both a favor and lose my number. You see me in public, don't even speak. Cross the street when you see me. I'm going to find somebody better than you in every way, body-wise, facially, personality, and she's willing to drop them draws on a moment's notice. You go back to the streets, which are cold as hell, and don't love nobody. You're useless to me. You dismissed. My man hung up the phone on her ass. She was stunned. She could not believe that this guy, who had been under her spell for almost a decade of his life, had had enough. The wall is soon approaching. It is inevitable. It is invincible. And it is undefeated. This guy, college sophomore, his entire life's ahead of him. And I wish him well. I wish him nothing but everlasting success and supermodels who are damn near ovulating for the rest of his days. I hope that for him, to catch up for lost time. Guys, do not ever allow a woman to put you in the friend zone. If she offers it to you, tell her thanks but no thanks. Disregard her for the rest of your life and delete her number from your phone. Block her if you have to. Block her on socials. Because a woman who would look at you and all you have to offer and put you on the back burner, a woman who has less regard for you than something that she stepped in. Think about it, guys. When the prankster dude told the chick to call somebody in your phone and pretend you want to hook up, she said, I had a guy on deck. A guy, he's got no social life. He gets no bitches. He's been after me since the 7th grade. This guy's easy pickings for this prank to go on without a hitch. But the tables are turned. He's found his inner man. He's discovered his worth. And he will never be mistreated and misused by her ever again. I wish him well. And for you guys out there in this similar situation, there's better for you out there. Get your passport if you think you need to. But never allow these Western women to put you in a place where all you are to them is a source of cheap entertainment, validation, and adoration that they never deserved. Value yourselves, guys. You're better than that. That said, that's my time. Like the video? Comment down below. Share with a friend and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Never let your brother suffer in silence when the truth can set him free. Networkers, we working. Until next time.